So this is a really quick video. It's mostly unscripted, so it's gonna have a little bit. It's gonna be a bit rough around the edges, but I just thought of. Well, I didn't just think of it. I've been thinking about this for a while. It's just a quick thought experiment for theists, so people who believe in an all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-good God. And it's just this. Is there a certain point where the evils in the world just become too much, such that belief in a good God becomes untenable? So, for example, let's say that tomorrow scientists discover that there's a new galaxy that we haven't heard of before, and this galaxy is teeming with life. But that life is just in constant, unending physical and mental suffering. There's basically no good that we can see, and throughout the entire galaxy, every single life form is just in constant pain and suffering. I think it would be very difficult to reconcile that amount, that level of suffering, with a good God. But then, of course, people presumably do think it's reconcilable to, have a good God exist and the Jewish Holocaust to exist, or the, thousands upon thousands of years of animal suffering and human suffering and world wars and things like that. And so the question is just, is there a point? And it doesn't need to be a firm line, like, yes, if I see a million people suffering, then that makes it that God doesn't exist, and below that's fine, be above that's not. Presumably there's not going to be like a hard and fast line, but is there some kind of level at which the suffering becomes untenable? And I guess why this is relevant is that I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but I'm not sure that a lot of theists have thought about this. And again, that might be presumptive on my part. So if it is, my apologies. But it just seems like the world that we have contains so much suffering. And at least to me, it seems like a good God is untenable. That belief is untenable with what I see in the world. It seems to me very obvious that we've passed the line at which point you can reconcile a good God with all their suffering. And I was just wondering if theists think that they have reached that point, or what that point would be, what that point would look like. I'd be curious to hear anyone's thoughts on this.